for, and he's going to be locking it in. So comfort for BLG in the top lane. I wonder how, of course, we'll wait to see exactly where everything goes from JDG. Expectations are that this Greg
not be back for that 8-minute timer. Kanavi, though.
With the gang down towards the bottom lane, knock up onto Elk, but he's behind the tower. The Flame Chomper's coming out, missing, almost dies to the turret shots. Ruler takes 2. He will not fall, but missing will. Another hook coming in from Kanavi. He's going to tank another tower shot as On begins to chase him down. I don't think he can really go too much further.
Attack damage, mid laners can be paired with that Maokai. We've had a easy rush on Merc Beds for Nice, and that combined with the phase rush, he's so slippery. They're not able to
be on the map. Kanavi, though, getting a bit creative here. Will he find a mid dive?
Could look for it. He down. Does have that scatter the weak. Kanavi's going to try and walk up, get the auto down. Knight now on the chase. Kanavi tanking the tower. Scatter the weak has been used, but it won't be enough as JDG.
Little that he could do there. He flashed away for most of the CC, but still enough damage now. BLG on the attack themselves.
369, no flash,
Nice.
gets a knockback flash forward by Bin, popping the ultimate as well as they look for the damage down on this Gragas, but he's a tanky boy and he's difficult to kill. One more order will be enough, and Bin secures it.
Oh, he has seconds left on his flash there. 369, so close for him. They squeeze out that timing window, but it's a big kill.
Knight flashing forward as well, and Bin can do nothing but be put in the trash. Meanwhile, around the Rift Herald, missing, going low, he tries to flash away. The Moonlight Vigil did connect, and missing will be put in the dirt.
They will force their way into the river.
BLG don't have that many ultimates either. Jun looking forward as he pops his own, but Elk caught off towards the bottom side. 369 flashing onto the back line as well, and now Bin has to deal with 3 members of JDG as they start to collapse. Elk looking for the damage on 369, but already 1 member of BLG is put in his grave. Follow it with 2 more as JDG.
Specifically on this Gragas, and that was another spectacular one. Separating Elk from the fight, that choke point in an ideal world. For
we put more gold onto Ruler. Can we get this Jinx into a position where later on he'll carry? They'll give him a couple of plates. Jun trying to re-engage as BLG are looking for a fight. They get the knockback on there as well as Elk continues to put the damage down, but the Moonlight Vigil comes out and Elk finds one. If Burnham doing a lot of work in this fight. Jun low.
God, especially with how present Kanavi has been on the map. Dive bot, dive mid, in the team fights as well. He's been such a strong front line. Still going for that tower is sitting to chip away at this top tower that they want to secure for themselves. They've made it very safe for him as well. You look at the minimap once more, but they want to be in position to contest this Drake. Ruler continues to push in mid. He needs to be careful.
Heal comes out from Elk, but Ruler going forward with the Gale Force. The Megadeth Rocket doesn't quite live up to its name, but we start to see perhaps signs of how that matchup's going to go.
Yep, forces the flash out of the Aphelios. He's so much more vulnerable now. BLG, they've got no real tank. Because Maokai, like we said, is going for the poke Maokai build, they don't have a front line for BLG. So Knight poke really, really stings. And it does not get healed back up here. So him being the only person with 2 items, they bully on through. Ruler going to shove them.
As the Herald now drops for BLG.
Shirelio's being used by Missing here. They want to try and close the gap onto Bin because they know he'll try and push him with this Rift Herald. And they have read him like a book. Kanavi's going to dive in here. Bin trying to do what he can, but in the midst of 3, there is nothing left but back to the fountain. The sweet release of Grayscale for Bin.
JDG in full control of the map. The Rift Herald Ruler's job of cleaning up will be simplistic. Dragon taken away.
With the dive here, perhaps Knight is going to have to invest the flash to make sure he wasn't knocked against the wall with that Scatter the Weak. Bin trading in the bottom lane, but it's been quite a quiet game for Bin, more on the receiving end of punishment than dishing it out as JDG now start to push in mid, unhooked, the TP immediately, the Flame Chomper's down, and that Lulu is not long for the world. JDG will secure it, and they'll look to continue pushing mid.
Just like that, JDG find themselves a pick and they're storming down the mid lane. The TP has come through from Knight, and they're looking to secure an inhibitor.
Reminiscent of how T1 were able to take some wins against JDG earlier in the week. A single kill, a single team fight can...
They know BLG like the back of their hands. Knight though, no flash,
no
okay?
Flash, the TP coming in, gonna be another second channel time. Gets knocked back, no stun connects. Jun still looking for the chase, flash forward, twisted advance, and now Knight is surrounded by BLG, the explosive cast, and Knight will not be found healed in the final moments to keep him alive through the unleashed power, and now Elk is just standing with a massive Gragas in his face, and JDG punish the over-eagerness of BLG.
It's a massacre as JDG will chase down On. None will be left alive as JDG will tear BLG apart. Knight will not fall. He will remain deathless in this game, and they're just looking to end it.
Oh my, I was afraid of this, fellas. In every best of 5 this year, JDG have faced BLG. They've improved. 3-2, 3-1, 3-0, and now starting out with another one.
In the battle to be the king of Pingsheng, it is Knight who strikes first.
5.
We're likely locked in for 369.
All right, so no real surprises thrown out in game number 2. So the surprises have to come from the in-game play.
I will say that looking at these drafts, I just
On Maokai.
So the problem that BLG have is look at Ruler, already gone to bot lane. He's going to get an advantage.
Just going to be a smite fight.
Dunn has the
Red
smite
buff down
ready.
to 1,400, 3v3 around this red buff, on stepping in to try and get vision. Decimating Smash dodge with a twisted advance, but I think it was Kanavi who got it. In fact, it was 369 who steals away the red, and then first blood to Kanavi.
Well, we got the Scion level 1 death, but it wasn't even a tower dive. And the red buff in the end is traded over.
Flash is very far ahead.
I think still only level 1 here. Elk could look for the red buff slow. Shun can go in, ghost away from Ruler. Flash forward, not in range for the twisted advance, but now missing. He's Alcove gaming, but he doesn't want to be. The twisted advance for the lockup, the knockback, and that is another kill over to BLG. Elk stampeding over them as now Kanavi tries to join the fray. Shun trying to get away, but he's only level 2, and Ruler will take him out. Kanavi chasing onto On, but in the end, it's a 1-for-1 in the bottom lane.
Oh, it's a bot lane party, all right. And JDG have the
Pressure, and it's so hard for Yagao to work his way through that health pass. Shun coming down from the top side of this, looking for the dragon, but in the end, BLG to a gank as On starts to flank. Hits the level 6 off the minion. Kanavi coming up here, and now Bin, he started proxying, and he's gonna find himself in the face of 3. Bin puts the needle work down, trying to trade in. Kanavi going back in with a cyclone, chases him down. The knock-up with a decimating smash with the healing from the needle work as Bin almost snips through Kanavi.
an Ocean Drake. They might want to call over at least On or something to make sure that they can finish it off. But in the best case scenario, they get the dragon and Bin. If it pays off though, the saplings will be even more annoying. Knight now 3 members coming
Where
from
are you
behind.
gonna go, Knight? Stopwatch burst, does still have the flash. The knock-up, he flashes it, but Shun chases him with the twisted advance, and even Tibbers can't help Knight survive. Yagao takes him, and BLG secure the kill in the bottom of this matchup.
And it might be overlooked, but blowing the stopwatch is really big for these critical mid-game team fights as well for the Annies. So
Props to JDG though, having a much better early game than last game.
BLG.
BLG, yeah, of course.
As they look to the engage, Meshling has to support the wild growth on himself. 369 running in as well, and Shun already falls. Bet he wishes he was tankier now, as BLG have to.
Nice trade from Yagao. Will push in this bot wave, sets them up nicely for this. Can't interrupt the base there.
Nevercon had his passive shield.
That he did. They don't have control of a mid just yet as Ruler makes his way to the top lane.
369 going to charge in. Bin trying to get away from this one. No ghost on him. Dashes away from the decimating smash, and he turns it back onto Ruler. But Ruler still has the ult, doesn't even need it. In the end,
Bin in exchange for your dragon, because they can also shove the top side of the map. 369 now on the side. Keeps getting so mid as Yagao finds Knight.
Wins. Yagao used to win when they were playing in the PC bunk together, and he already takes half of Knight's health, and Knight really can't do much. The super mega death rocket
Out of 369, no ult, no flash, then they can just collapse on mid and get the objective for themselves without any bloodshed.
Risk always is the nature.
Looking at the flank wards, always looking at that 1 second that could be the difference of JDG closing the gap, getting to the Jinx, all at the same time here.
Yeah,
really, really big
patient.
stuff.
Yeah, very patient play overall for BLG. Uncontested
On
dragon.
Wukong would try and have a really long flank around the blue buff around Baron
Snip.
fights. As we see Bin getting caught out towards this
Wait, it's
top
not,
lane.
he's just
Kanavi and
drawing
Knight.
pressure,
Yeah,
right?
he's caught out because he wants to be caught out. They're not locked in there with him. He's locked in there with them as he gets the knock-up and gets away from Kanavi. The needle work, no blast cone, but the healing from the Riftmaker not enough. BLG will start up the Baron, and now JDG have to call for a fight. Knight, no TP yet, about to come off cooldown. Unstoppable Onslaught goes wide from 369. The Baron down to 1,000 HP, insecure by BLG. On trying to act as the bodyguard. 369 trying to get on the back line. Knight coming in from the side as well. That flank could be deadly, but BLG disengage. And JDG continue to step forward, continue to look for more. Ruler pulls the feathers back, but he just can't find his mark. Twisted advance in from Shun. Ruler wild growth, and Shun will fall. Knight flashing forward, trying to kill off. Yagao going in fact, as the stopwatch comes out underneath the tower. Yagao trying to do everything he can. But in the end, JDG are just 2 down. damn strong! The AD carries ultimate out, and BLG call for the engage. Stepping forward, Knight locked up. He does still have the flash to get away. He can get to the blast cone as well. The twisted advance will lock him down, and Knight, once again, the Zonya's buying him a second, but is it enough? It's not. Shut down by Yagao. And now BLG with a member advantage can push in 2 lanes.
Knight is holding on to that flash with dear life. He knows how important it is, and he will even give his life for it. But this should be the soul for BLG.
The teleport comes in, though. Knight is on 15 seconds.
369 going in, On's going to dash forward, dash out, Cyclone knocked up, knocked back, and Kanavi doesn't find the engage that he was looking for, and now Yagao can really open up. Kanavi going back in with the Cyclone, but Bin just keeping the rest of JDG distracted because the Infernal Soul has been secured, and look at what it does! BLG wipe away JDG!
They're gonna come for more than that. 369 is slowed.
Flash stun, knock-up coming out, Elk will fall, but now the chase is really on for BLG as Knight tries to escape. 369 goes down into the zombie mode, and Knight has nowhere to go. BLG may have lost their Elk, but they find the win in the fight.
Bin shouting, you gotta send 2 for me, you gotta send 3 for me. Doesn't matter. My team, my objectives, they will win.
BLG playing with confidence in game 2. They have bounced back with a vengeance. They will take their first inhibitor of the game. And Bin believes in the 3-2 here in game 2. BLG are looking to equalize the score.
Jun's looking for
TP,
a final
TP.
engage. The TP coming in as well. Look at the damage onto Ruler already. He tries to get away, but the charm will lock him up. The twisted advance chases him. There is no escape from BLG. They'll find another as Kanavi tries to get onto the back line, but he just does not have the damage. BLG find 5. 4 in fact, as Missing survives, but he'll go down as well. A 5 for 1 exchange for BLG.
BLG strike back, and they're gonna go straight to the Nexus with that one.
3-2, 3-1, 3-0 for JDG, but in Bin's eyes, it's a 3-2 victory, and they've taken the...
Oh, nice! Elk made with the Lulu.
Let's go!
You wanted to see another hybrid.
Pretty good lead. He was able to steal away the Gromp as far as I can tell. On though.
Ruler dashes across the wall, Missing goes in, can dash back to Ruler. Can't quite get in range. The Condemned doesn't lock him against the wall, and now Kanavi coming in for a re-engage. The flash forward knocks up Elk. The shield, the hero, but the permafrost will lock him in place. Shun flashes. No third silver bolt proc. Shun now in the pit. 369 trying to keep Yagao at bay as the charm comes out, and Ruler starts to rampage through BLG. On already down. Elk tries to answer with a bit of damage to his own, and Yagao with a flash forward will be able to get 1. Ruler trying to get away from the tip.
Sending Ruler up there with this.
Missing stunned, locked up, isolated, but still just able to dash out in time. Shun going back forward, Glacial Prison gonna go wide as Shun is locked up, and answers a 1-for-1 there in the mid lane.
I just feel like this game is gonna get really difficult for BLG to play because 369. Yeah, use both.
Good interrupt. Ulti from Kanavi.
Glacial Prison finds his mark, and now Yagao caught out by Knight.
Leverages his range and just chips away at the HP bar. You already highlighted Medic. He has such a big item advantage. He's going to get himself the first tower of the game.
Is to be able to just surprise and flash onto the back line of JDG very effectively. And BLG know it's so risky for them. Just trade Dragon for objective bounties.
Okay, and flash for the Wild God, knock up and Missing will fall to On. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Knight TPing behind Bin. He does have the flash, can try and get across this wall. He gets there. The blast cone available to him as well. The TP in, Yagao immediately flashes away.
And try and call. And they said, no way, we're not going to let you trade. You're so far behind, we will force more out of you.
Saw this a lot in their series versus T1. I was also expecting what happened the last time BLG and JDG fought each other, where it was just fight. But again, a much more controlled play as they go for the fight.
Glacial Prison's going to hit, and immediately Yagao is just, you're gone. Taken out,
which meant that they could then find that gank from Kanavi. The second that Ruler got a small lead, he has very quickly ballooned it. 369 now in danger.
Stunned up, isolated for the moment, but Kanavi is here to help his buddy. Bin getting forced away. Shun has to flash as well. 369 falling low to the silver box, but now Kanavi takes over tanking duties, and even Condemned into the wall. He condemns BLG to death. The collapse begins from JDG and On. Trying to heal, trying to get away. Elf doing the same. He has the flash, has the cleanse. Will use it to escape the decimating smash, but On cannot do that, and he's turned off. Bin now put in the trash by JDG.
Down. JDG now, though, have their eyes on Bin.
Kanavi across the wall, the Glacial Prison hits the Hextech Rocket Belt. Not enough to escape, and now Knight
Contested, and JDG in clinical and dominant fashion are looking to secure game 3.
The shock blast just hit like a truck. The poke damage is not really poke. The poke damage is going to run you through.
I do get the vein pick though. The passive called Night Hunter, and obviously the Nightman is on the enemy team in the mid lane, so perhaps Elk thought there was a little bit of a lore advantage as JDG continued to step forward here. Kanavi low though, forced to flash away. Bin looking for the flank. Does not have the flash. I think it's just come off cooldown. With Maelstrom as well.
With that Rage Blade for Elk, you know, the dream scenario, trying to use that true damage to cut through tanks is, you know, it's the theory, but you have to get pretty late to actually be able to do that safely. And JDG don't look like they're going to let BLG get to the super duper end game.
23 minutes in, already pushing on 2 inhibitors at the same time. Kanavi taking the Dragon. It's a Mountain Drake for them. Would put them at Soul Point. TP behind. Elk still defending under the tower. Bin is taking the longest flank I've seen in years. Starts off in Narnia. Let's see perhaps if he can find out Ruler. Still a flash and a cleanse though for the Zeri. Dashes in, lightning crash. Cleanse away, flash away from the slicing Maelstrom. And now it's all on Elk to try and really open up. But immediately JDG just dive back in. There's no escape from Knight as he finds the kills. The double for Ruler as well.
BLG's backs are completely against the wall, and in the last hope of desperation, Bin tries to find the flank, but it is the flanker that is crushed. JDG, with a near-perfect game, will stomp BLG.
And put themselves on match point, title point for JDG, for Knight and Ruler, who have waited so long for the sweet, sweet victory. They are now just 1 game away.
No. Yeah, I did consider the Silas, but I thought it would be a little bit too risky, just because like you are playing that melee into melee, like the Jace can have a lot of advantages. You also don't have a great ultimate to steal specifically away from.
Right. Looking to get that down to 600 HP. Good hook from Missing. We'll keep on at bay. Kanavi needs to hit it. We'll secure the Dragon now, and BLG.
Fog of War. Bin has to be cautious of this.
You'll see it now. The ult comes out. There's the slow as well. Unstoppable Onslaught will get the chase down, and in mini Gnar form, that Gnar is mighty tiny. First blood over to 369.
Now.
Will Yagao use the Nature's Grasp? There it goes. Kanavi answers with 1 in response. The roots are going to come out. The Dragon already secured for JDG. And now in the pit, Shun really caught out, but a good quickness charm. Elk not here to put any damage down yet. And he begins to dive in. Season assist onto Ruler as Elk looks for the damage. The Feather Storm coming out as well, but he just can't pull the feathers back quickly enough. JDG shut BLG down. Feathers back. You can just burst through Ruler in that situation. Knight continues to show Yagao that he is currently the king in this mid lane. Forces Yagao out. Shun perhaps looking for something. Kanavi's going to match him though, and Kanavi has done this so well. Every time Shun looks for a gank, Kanavi is there lying in wait, and he's going to turn it around onto him. The Nature's Grasp coming out. Shun goes in with the Cease and Desist, tries to dodge away. There's a Lantern there as well as Kanavi.
A 2-level lead. Bin jumps in for a little trade as he goes mini, but this is, again, the classic JDG gold spread. They don't care. 369's on his tank on top side. Everybody else is ahead.
They're in a position to contest. They're going to look for the pick.
Quantum Missing, hook goes down, Shun flashes into it, and the Nature's Grasp will not be enough to disengage. Yagao now caught up by Kanavi's, and Yagao will go down to 7-0 in favor of JDG, and they are sending a message.
It is an absolute slaughter on the ring.
All the BLG have been able to hope to get in this game.
He's looking for the steal. He's literally just jumping in by himself to try and take it, and Bin secures it. Delays the soul by 5 minutes, and now he's looking for more. Elk trying to trade with Ruler down towards the top side of the fight as Ruler flashes away. Bin doing everything in his power to rest.
Hope was about to wash away from the team. Giga Bin goes in. He gets an objective bounty shutdown. Flash in the last time they attempted.
We'll see him. Tries to get away. Shun coming in with the Cease and Desist as well. And as you say, Knight, no flash. No way out for him. Cease and Desist locks him down. The Eclipse Shield will not be enough. And BLG are finally on the board.
Another shutdown for BLG. They're making it interesting here. Bin, another objective bounty shutdown.
The crowd going wild for objective bounties is not something I had on my to-do list for today. The wallop from Bin. Nature's Grasp coming out from Kanavi as well. Bin, no flash, jumps back in. Kanavi will lock him up. Bin just trying to do everything he can. Will get the hyper out here, but in the end, shut down by Kanavi.
At the very least, BLG are finding something on the map. They're trying to create some chaos, disrupt this game that JDG have so beautifully set up for themselves. They will get a tower. They're looking to get another tower top lane. The TP will come through from Knight. Now he needs to be careful. Shun, ulti not available just yet. Does he need to be careful?
Immediately, Shun loses half his health. Yagao trying to come in from the side as well as Knight dives forward. And the Manamune Eclipse combo is just too much. You could kill him, but he'll take both your...
And is looking to take them to their first international trophy.
Baron for JDG, 20 minutes in. They are 7th.
It's been said before, but we'll say it again. This was the night that was promised. Domestically, he was a tight...
In the end, their nemesis, the demon on their shoulder, continues to loom large. The 4 times these teams have played this year, JDG have won every single one, and they are looking to do it once again. Missing going forward, the hook onto On, not going to be too much, but there's good poke from Knight, and now in the bottom lane, JDG are pushing in to open up the base. Mid lane for 369, the rest of JDG down towards the bottom side. That inhibitor tower already down to 10% HP as Kanavi goes for the engage, and Shun is just locked up and just shut out of the picture. Knight diving forward, knocks Yagao back. Bin trying to go mega, but he just can't find any way to get in. The Nature's Grasp out again as JDG look to close it out.
JDG with a massive pick are looking to siege onto the Nexus and looking to win it all.
4 players and 2 Nexus towers in the way between JDG and their MSI title. The Cannon Minions helping them as BLG just retreat to the base. Bin TP's away, he knows it's done. And JDG are the 5 fingers of Knight's golden left hand. And they will claim the prize that was promised. JDG, your MSI champions.
Mid-season Invitational Champions, JDG! And now please join me in welcoming to the stage Naz Aletaha, Riot Games Global Head of League of Legends Esports.
Thank you, Laure. And congratulations, JDG, our 2023 MSI champions. You have showcased some truly exceptional League of Legends on this stage, and you have shown the world that you and the LPL are a force to be reckoned with.
恭喜 JDG 获得了本届2023 MSI 的冠军。你们在本次的比赛舞台上展现了非常卓越的英雄联盟游戏的内容和比赛的竞技，同时也向世界证明 LPL JDG 是最强的。再次恭喜 JDG。
2023 MSI 우승을 축하드립니다. 오늘 무대에서 정말 눈부신 경기력으로 LPL과 그리고 JDG가 정말 무시할 수 없는 강력한 힘을 보유한 팀이라는 것을 증명해내셨습니다. 축하합니다.
I also want to take a moment to thank the City of London for being such gracious hosts to us. We love London too, and a big thank you to all of the fans here at the Copper Box and everyone watching from around the world. Your energy, your passion, it is so felt, and you have made this mid-season invitational truly unforgettable. So thank you all. Now please, London, give it up one more time for your 2023 MSI champions, JDG.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Naz. And now with that, it's time to MSI champions, starting with the head coach, Home. The expectations towards JDG were immense coming here at MSI. How does it feel for you to cement the LPL and JDG as the best region in the world?
가장 먼저 감독님께 질문 드리겠습니다. 사실은 토너먼트 시작부터 JDG가 우승할 것이라는 큰 기대를 받고 왔는데요. 이렇게 LPL과 JDG가 정말 세계 최강 지역이자 팀이라는 것을 견고히 증명해내신 소감이 어떠신가요?
일단 그냥 사실 쉴 때도 선수들이 이렇게 사실 그래도 힘들었을 텐데 쉬고 싶었을 텐데 솔직히 열심히 연습도 해주고 또 랭크 심지어 솔직히 랭크라는 숙제까지 냈는데 애들 해주고 그냥 다들 선수들이 너무 열심히 해줘서 오늘 이길 거라 생각하고 있었고 그래서 그냥 열심히 한 선수들한테 감사하다고 말하고 싶네요.
I just want to say thank you to all my players because they were working so hard for this moment. Especially, I was even giving out homeworks to play solo queue, and then I know that they were working so hard for this moment, so I was confident that we're going to win today.
And a dominant victory, of course. First question for the players is going to be for 369. We saw the rivalry between you and Bin over the year. Today is the 5th time you beat him on the Rift. How personal is this victory today?
第一个问题想问到369选手，其实369选手和冰选手之间的对决可以说是历史渊源已久了。在今天的这场对决当中，已经是你目前为止第5次在今年击败他了。你觉得这场胜利对你个人来说意味着什么呢？
我觉得就是意味着。就是反正就是赢了嘛，然后不过冰选手确实也是挺厉害的。
From my perspective, we got this win eventually, but I do think Bing is also a very strong player.
Definitely. Feels a good victory, of course, for you. Kanavi, next up here. JDG trusted you throughout many iterations of the team. You've been with the team since 2020. Hoisting the trophy today, staying throughout all these years with the team. What does it say about the trust JDG has for you and your achievements?
카나비 선수께 질문입니다. JDG가 카나비 선수와 정말 오랜 시간 함께하면서 언제나 엄청난 큰 신뢰를 보여주었는데요. 드디어 오늘 이렇게 MSI 우승컵을 들어 올리게 되었습니다. 지난 수년간 정말 다양한 로스터와 함께 하셨는데요. 이렇게 JDG가 카나비 선수에게 보내준 신뢰에 대한 생각은 어떠신지 그리고 드디어 이렇게 MSI 우승하게 된 소감은 어떠신가요?
첫 국제대회 우승하기까지 4년 걸렸는데 이제 앞으로 좀 더 나은 모습 보여가지고 남은 LPL 서머나 이제 롤드컵도 계속 우승할 수 있도록 그리고 팀이 좀 더 발전할 수 있도록 더 열심히 해야 될 것 같아요.
It took me so long for about 4 years to finally win my first international title. I just want to keep it going until the spring season and also Worlds title.
It's just the beginning of the journey. And Knights,